So in continuation of thermodynamics introduction, we come to the topic pressure. So pressure of gases. Pressure of gases is defined by according to kinetic theory. Kinetic theory of gases says that the molecule of gases are in continuous random motion, and due to their randomness they collide with one another on the surface of container, and the average normal force per unit area is termed as pressure. Let's look on this way. So here is a container and whole molecule of gases like this. So the average randomness is comes under this direction, this direction, or any direction. All are the experiencing some pressure of the wall of the container. So I think this is understandable. So let's come to the mathematical equation of kinetic theory of gases, in which it is shown by here: half m1c1 square plus half m2c2 square dot 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 is equal to half summation of m and CRMS का whole square. Then the CRMS comes out to be, this is most important equation of kinetic theory of gases, which is likely most of the question come in SSC, JE and other exam. So please note it down. This equation is most important. By this equation, we conclude that the pressure of gases is function of temperature and density, that is mass density. Rho is mass density. That means we defined as the pressure is not a single function only dependent not at temperature, it is also dependent on density. So we comes to the next topic, that is properties of system. Properties of system, any characteristics of the system is called properties of the system. Generally, you know very well, everybody have some properties in their nature. So the property are classified as two category, that is first one is intrinsic. Generally you may mean that intrinsic mean which is independent of mass of the system under consideration. जो भी चीज़ें मास की इंडिपेंडेंट हो, चीज़ का मतलब इन द सेंस देयर इज pressure, temperature, density, etc. Also include that velocity, viscosity, all specific property, intrinsic properties called. So we know that anything, any function or any property which is independent of mass is called as, that's as like if we consider u, small u means specific internal energy, as I write specific internal energy, it is also called as intense u, but as in place of small u we take as capital U, this is called as internal energy, it is not intrinsic. Then what it is? So we comes to the next point, that is called as extrinsic. Extrinsic depend on mass of the system under consideration. So that is volume, energy, entropy and so many also. That's it for the properties of the system. So we can define so many things, important point with respect to property. So let us discuss by the table. Property of point function or state function. Properties are always point function or state function. Properties are independent of past history. Property कभी भी अपने पुरानी हिस्ट्री से कोई मतलब नहीं होता. And they are also exact differential, which is most important thing. And the next one is also considerable is heat and work. So we are not here to discuss heat and work, we further studies, but the basic concept, they are path function, dependence on past history, and they are inexact differential, or here you see in transient. We discuss in further classes